In the Quran, chapter 24, verse 19, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed, those who love that immorality, this is fahisha here, should be spread among the believers will have a painful punishment. Right? And there's a hadith where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that all of my ummah will be forgiven except those who publicize their sins. And this can be found in Bukhari and in Muslim. So our advice tonight will be based off of these two pieces of evidence. The first point that I want to make is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns us in that verse that those who spread fahisha, by spreading immorality, then for you will be a painful punishment. One of the ways that we do so is not only just about posting, but it's also about what you forward to people, right? So this applies especially to those of us who use different platforms of social media to forward content to people. You may not be posting it, but what are you forwarding to people? Right? Our uncles and aunties who love to use WhatsApp, please pay close attention to what are you forwarding to people. If you just watched the video and in that video, there was a lady dressed inappropriately, a lady who her aura is not covered, and you're forwarding this video to a Muslim brother, why do you make it difficult for him to what? To lower his gaze. You're spreading fahisha. That is a form of fahisha. That is a form of immorality because what you're sharing to him is immoral according to the deen. And this might sound a bit too strict, but imagine that this is something that we have normalized, sending things to people that they probably should not be watching. It's already bad enough that it was in your possession in the first place, but then now you're also spreading it for other people as well. So we need to be very careful about what we forward to people, inshallah. The second point that I want to make today is about what we post online. We have to be very careful to make sure that we abide by the rules of what we post online. Now, we have mentioned this several times throughout the series, but today I want to specify about oversharing your personal life and then also sharing rumors or backbiting, or we have this culture of calling out people, but then you get online and then you just desecrate their name. This is absolutely unacceptable in Islam. If somebody has said something and they are spreading fahisha, they are spreading immorality, and what they are sharing is something that is going to harm people, and you want to point this out and you want to rectify this, message them privately. See if you can sort this out between the two of you. If this is something that has garnered so much attention already, okay, you can make a video addressing it, but you want to be careful that you don't make the video disparaging them, focusing on just disrespecting them. I have seen videos where there are some people who are calling out some of the videos that have been posted that is spreading wrong information, misinformation, or spreading fahisha, and they want to set the record straight so that people are not led astray. But in the way that they made these videos, they don't call these people out by name. They say, listen, there's a video that's gone viral. This is what happened in the video. We all know what video I'm talking about. We need to be very careful. This goes against what Allah and His Prophet has said. And then they teach, they educate, and they focus on the content that was shared and not who shared the content. In my opinion, this is what is closest to being modest. And this is what will protect you from being among those who are spreading more hate. Because then, if you do it the other way and you focus on this is how much I hate this person and what they do, and they did this and they did that, what's going to happen? You're going to start to create a divide. There's going to be a group of people who support the other person, a group of people who support you, and then now you have infighting. And then this just, again, this is all part of spreading fahisha, immorality, spreading fasad, spreading evil deeds, because now each side will also be backbiting about each other, each side will be backbiting about the other content creator. And this just leads to more and more unrest and division between the ummah. And this is something we want to avoid. And finally, do not let those of us who post da'wah, who post positive content, who post informational content, especially Islamic content, You want to be very careful that you're not posting it for the sake of people, right? This is another form of modesty, another form of haya that we want to observe here. You want to make sure that you post it for the sake of Allah. You're posting it for the sake of Allah. Is it going to get views? That's not your concern. Imagine if you sit down to speak about the deen and 20 people are sitting in front of you listening. Would that not be something so, amazing to have 20 people who are willing to hear what you have to say? So if your video get 20 views, even if those views were not for the whole duration of the video, but you still got 20 views, then that is something that you should value and not take it for granted. Oh, I only got 20 views. So now I have to rely on these deceptive tactics, clickbaiting, putting too many images behind Quran so I can attract more people, sharing Islamic reminders, but needing to put so much music behind it so it's much more attractive to listen to. Don't rely on all these other methods of trying to spread Islamic content. The content, the knowledge, the education, the guidance that Allah has provided us in Islam is good enough on its own. You put a little background nasheed, it's a bit muffled, so it's not overtaking what is being said. That is fine, right? No problem. But some of us, we overdo it, and we do it because we want more people to see what we are sharing. Let us share for the sake of Allah. One homework that I want us to what? To take away tonight. I want you to unfollow the people on your social media who always spread negativity. If you are following, accounts that are all about gossip, they brand themselves as news accounts, but they are about sharing gossip, about spreading rumors, things that cannot be verified, things that spread division among people. If you know you are following these kind of people, yes, the content may be sweet to take, but it is poison for the hearts. Please unfollow these people. That is the homework for tonight. That is the challenge for tonight. And we ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to stay away from these kinds of things. And we ask that Allah protect us from forwarding these type of content to other people where we make it difficult for other people to be modest. We make it difficult for other people to observe proper Islam. Ya Allah, protect our tongues and our thumbs from spreading what you hate. Ya Allah, conceal our faults, purify our intentions, and make our private deeds better than our public deeds. And Ya Allah, make our online presence a means of guidance and not fitna, and accept our Ramadan. Ya Allah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.